Yeah.
explanation. All right, the floor is yours, Alex.
So my name is Alex Anderson. I have our business with my wife, Megan. And so we started this about 3 years ago. We just hit our third since the anniversary. And it started off because we bought from our star director before, and she got me hooked. I actually brought Scentsy products with me to Afghanistan so they can actually survive a war zone. And Amy Dernan, who's our star director, actually used to ship me products, as well as my mom and actually Amy's kids and their entire gym while I was in Afghanistan. And like legit, we had the best smelling tent possible in a war zone. So I actually work for a university now. I've been all over the world and done all kinds of crazy stuff. But now my life is kind of calm, and I work for our university in housing. And I can tell you, I've smelled some of the worst rooms in America. And I always bring up Scentsy products to those kids when I walk in. But I absolutely love the company's core values. We're blessed enough to be able to go to boot camp and experience what home office is like, and actually meet a lot of people that you get to see either at world tours or family reunions, or some people maybe you've just seen them in videos or on lives. We got to meet a lot of people at home office, and it just kind of really instilled like everything that people talk about while they're on TV or on a screen. When you actually meet them in real life, they're the same people. They're actually even better in real life. So if you ever have that opportunity, definitely take it. So tonight I'm going to be talking about, hopefully that's enough about myself. Tonight I'm going to be talking about the holiday collection. I absolutely love Christmas. So growing up, I grew up in Louisiana, and we didn't have a lot of things for Christmas. So Christmas for me is huge. It's the one time that my parents would save up all year. They had the Christmas club. I think they still do a Christmas club, but my mom had a Christmas club, and she would put money in it every single week out of her paycheck. And that is what bought our Christmas. And I could remember she always made, there were 2 times a year. Your birthday cake was always a big deal, no matter what. We might not have gotten a lot of things for our birthdays, but our birthday cake was always legit, even if mom made it at home, right? But then Christmas was always such an incredible time in my house. It's my favorite holiday. It used to be Thanksgiving. When I was a kid, I used to love Thanksgiving just because of all the food. But then of course, presents, right? Everybody loves presents. So I love this because I love everything about Christmas and Christmas decorations. Normally October 30th or so, not 31st, but like the 29th, 30th, everything harvest and Halloween comes down in our house. And we start putting up Christmas. We are those people who will have lights up in October, and I'm completely fine with that. So I'm excited to share the holiday collection with y'all. One thing that I will also tell y'all is I have a few products that are from past seasons to kind of show you, especially people who haven't seen some of the products. Whatever I had on hand, I tried to pull out. It's not a ton of stuff, but that way I could talk about some of the finishes that are on these things or on these warmers, the buddies and so forth. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to share my screen. Let's see, share screen. I'm going to go here. Share this. All right, so y'all just ignore everything that's probably on my screen at this point. And we're going to go to this holiday collection real quick. I'll give me 1 second because now I am completely lost in this. Full screen. Why is it not going to full screen? Anybody want to help me out on that one? No, yes, no.
Go back to that drop down that you had. There you go.
Perfect. All right. So right off the back, you can see how awesome this is. So the cover this year to me, honestly, every year since we started, like this is the first year that I've been with Scentsy that I'm not creating my own graphic and my own rack card to send out because I absolutely love the way this looks. That white brick background, and then you have the 2 different warmers. It's simple. and it really screams simplicity to me. But absolutely beautiful cover. And I think they did a phenomenal job. If you look over the years, the graphics have just gotten better and better. And the end product of these little brochures are absolutely amazing now. So I have, and like I said, I normally do rack cards, but every single package from really now until Christmas will have one of these holiday collection brochures in it. So I ordered a ton of these. And we normally see a return on the investment. Normally for us, the holiday collection does account for normally in October and November, it does normally account for about half of our PRV. To be totally honest, the other is just straight catalog items. But about half of our PRV comes from this. And I can tell you that holiday season in general is this is our moneymaker. This is where we make all of our money. Our October, November, December sales. I actually looked today, and they are those 3 months actually are about half of what we make in the entire year. So instead of just a quarter, it's actually about half of what we make for the entire year. And so those are normally really nice paychecks, especially that October, November, because those are 2 checks right before Christmas that are really nice. So talked about the front of this catalog. We'll go through real quick. I have this little light on me for some reason. We'll go to the first page of this. What I really love about Nightmare Before Christmas is this is the first time that we've actually had the actual Christmas section. Now, there are some things to know that this is completely different from what we had as far as the Harvest collection. My daughter's very first stuffed animal was actually a Nightmare Before Christmas Jack. And I'm super excited because we got it from the Disney store. So I'm super excited that it looks identical to this Buddy. The Buddy to me stands out above everything else. If you do look at the price point on the Buddy, the price point to me is good because that's about what our Marvel Buddies ran. If you bought a Hulk, it was $45. I know some of the other items seem a little bit higher, but honestly, that Buddy was awesome. And if you have any true Nightmare Before Christmas fans, they don't care about the price. I do think that the sales for this will be higher than the normal or the Harvest collection had from last year because it was 2 years old. So there wasn't a lot of hype about it because people who wanted the collection, they've already gotten it. And the people who were kind of left out, now they've gotten it at a discounted price. But those who already had it, they've already had it for a year. So I am pretty excited about this. You do have the full size warmer with the Santa Jack. What I really like about it is there are actually all the way around this, there's actually different characters from the movie. It's a decent size warmer. I'm actually in love with, to be totally honest, more than I am with the Santa Jack full size warmer. So I do like that the headlights do glow though on that large warmer. I think that's pretty neat. But that's actually what's lighting up when it's lit or when it's on. But I will tell y'all, I absolutely love Santa Jack with the whole bag of toys. I think this one's absolutely amazing. The detail on it is awesome as well. And then you do have your classic Nightmare Before Christmas Jack's Obsession bar as well that's going with that. So it is the same scent. So it's currently out. So you don't really have to wait if you were to buy these scents now, if you want to get them under people's noses. The thing I do like about Jack's Obsession though, is that it is a very strong scent and it's fall, but it's a good transitional between fall and winter. And I know a lot of people who like it because to them, it actually has kind of a, I don't want to say cinnamon in it. It's got that, I don't know, just kind of good seasonal scent to it. So
It says clove and cinnamon in it.
yeah, so I guess I was dead on that one. To me, it smells like straight cinnamon. I always say Hobby Lobby fart is what anything that cinnamon smells like to me. If I walk into Hobby Lobby, it's straight cinnamon during Christmas time. So moving on from there, uh, going into the next items. So I fell in love with the Christmas trees. Um, Absolutely love all the metal Christmas trees. I am not personally a metal tree or a metal warmer person. Personally, I don't really care for a lot of metal warmers, but I absolutely love the Christmas trees, and I have an entire tree farm. And stoked about that. And I have a few customers who have the same thing. So the way that right now that I'm actually marketing this, I just shared it for the first time this weekend, just like a sneak peek, and I shared all the images. And then so basically from here until or over the next month, I'll be sharing these pictures. Now, for me, I don't want things to sell out. So I'm only picking the things that I think may sell out. Any of this stuff could sell out, but this trim the tree, absolutely beautiful. That's a metal warmer. I know last year we had a lot of the warmers sold out or went on back order. And I don't want that to happen to my customers who are obsessed with Christmas trees like I am during Christmas. So that's what I'm going to be sending out to them for those who bought trees. So I can actually pull a report in the workstation to see how many people bought those trees last year, and then I can send those messages out to them. So that's one of the things that I'll be doing. The other thing that I absolutely what happened that I absolutely love that they did bring back this year is this Night Divine. And it went on back order last year as well. And I think it sold out after it went on back order. But if you haven't seen Night Divine, it is absolutely beautiful. There's actually Jerusalem in the background, and then the entire warmer is actually wrapped in the city of Jerusalem. I had no idea, and nor did my customers. When you look at this graphic, you really can't tell. And so on the workstation, there are pictures of these warmers and the backs of the warmers. Make sure that you're using those when you're sharing those images, because it really does bring out all the detail in these warmers and why they are the price that they are. Because some people may see the price point of $70, but I can tell you right now, I've already sold 3 of these, and I shared this Saturday, Sunday, maybe Sunday at like brunch is when I shared this. So I've already got those orders in, three of these, because people couldn't get them last year. And they know how beautiful they are. I'm really excited also about Rejoice, which is the mini version to me of Night Divine. And I also like the texture of this. So it does have that chalky ceramic feel to it. So it's not all glossy and stuff. It just feels classic, simplistic. It's not over the top, but at the same time it is. A lot of people have also taken the barns from Hobby Lobby and actually put hay inside the barns and then stuck these Night Divine warmers in there. Amy Durnan did it in last year, and it was absolutely beautiful. So I actually went and bought one of those to do it myself this year. The other thing I really do like is the menorah, the light the menorah. I love the fact that we are we're celebrating multiple religions. So there's a variety there. So we're not just focused on one thing. We're very diverse in the product. So that's really neat. The pine for plaid, I actually think I have it somewhere in here. I brought all that stuff in here to kind of show y'all, and I have no idea where I stuck that warmer. I do like the pine for plaid. I like, we actually had it in our house too during Christmas. It actually goes in our bathroom, and I like it because it puts off enough light that we use it as a night light as well. So it does put off a good bit of light, but it's just, again, it's pretty, it's simple. And then at the bottom, you actually have that Catching Snowflakes warmer, which is the same warmer that was on the front of the catalog. So, and that one actually is going to be a metal warmer as well. Like I told y'all, when it comes to metal, there's only a few metal warmers that I really care for. I do love a good mini metal warmer though. Not gonna lie, just because I feel like the shapes actually project out better. and they pop a little bit better than what ceramics do when you have cutouts. So my favorite page of all. And then I want to, Karen, how do I unspotlight this? How do I unspotlight myself?
What do you mean, how, like, get rid of the picture?
Oh yes,
Is that what you
stop
mean?
sharing my screen.
Yep.
There we go. So I have to show y'all. So we're talking about these warmers. So I have to show this little guy first. Hold on 1 second. So this one is Be Jolly. This is a ceramic warmer. It is an element warmer. It is absolutely amazing. I like this because it looks like a little gnome Santa Claus. Like, he's short and he's round and he's got the rosy cheeks and the little squinted eyes. Like, this is Santa Claus to me. It's my favorite. So I actually didn't think we had one of these, and I thought we sold. I normally buy all the things that I want in the catalog. Like, Megan and I will lay in bed and, like, we'll pick out all the things that we want when Harvest or the holiday or a new catalog itself comes out. But our rule is that everything is for sale. So before I open it, if somebody wants it, it's theirs. So normally when everything comes in, I just rip all the boxes and I throw it away. But I didn't do that with the holiday collection last year for some reason. And before I could unbox it, somebody bought it. Like, somebody wanted one. So Megan was like, yep, that's yours is gone. And then I kind of put it off, and then it was out of stock. So I actually had one hidden and didn't even realize it until probably about 2 months ago, when you're cleaning out stuff and you're trying to figure out, like, what is all this mess and why is it shoved in a corner. I actually ordered myself one off of Host Credits because it was a bunch of Host Credit items in a box, and didn't even realize it. So I have my own, but I wanted to show y'all how awesome this one is. So if you have any Santa Claus freaks like myself, I used to collect Santa Clauses. So trees and Santa Clauses. If you want to buy me anything, trees and Santa Clauses. Got it? Everybody got that? Cool. But yeah, this one's awesome. Like I said, it's an element warmer. It does have that, it's ceramic. It does have that gloss to it, but it's perfect. I mean, it's an absolutely perfect warmer. And the fact that you can actually get it now that it's coming in the mini warmer is even better. So you could take that mini and actually turn it into a tabletop warmer. And that's one of the things that I'm excited about, because I believe the price point on this one before was like 45 or 50 bucks. And now to be able to get the Be Jolly, this mini, for 25 bucks, my customers will be excited, because I can't wait to make these two warmers match while they're next to each other. But yeah, I just wanted to show that one real quick. And let me go back to sharing this screen. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. All the way back in 1 second. You full screen. All right, cool. So like I said, that is one of the most exciting things to me, is that the Be Jolly is back, but it's back in the mini warmer. The other thing is you do have the gnome for the holidays. That's going to be in the mini warmer as well. That one's ceramic. And the Christmas gnome, the full size, will be back as well. So gnome for the holidays, like, these two are perfect, especially for people who like to match. I like for things to match, but during Christmas, to me, like in my house, I'll have my Christmas trees, like I told you, on my whole tree farm, and then I'll have random Santas around our house, and the Christmas gnome, and I will have this gnome for the holidays mini warmer as well. Those will be out in our kitchen. So as I kind of plan out for where I'm going to stick this stuff. Again, those customers that I know that love gnomes, this is where I'm sitting, and this is the warmer that I'm going to say, hey, I know you love gnomes, or you may have gotten the Christmas gnome last year. You really should look at this mini warmer. So again, going back to those reports from last year, pulling the reports for the products, and seeing who bought what. Or if you're on a ticket-based system like I am, sometimes I do bulk orders and it's not all in the computer, but I have all of my tickets. And so I'm going to make sure that I look through our tickets from last October, November, and December to see who ordered these items that now they can pair the newer items with. Our gingerbread man mini warmer, absolutely phenomenal. It looks like he is basically bathing in wax when the wax is warm. I actually dropped one of these, and surprisingly, it didn't break. It didn't chip. Nothing happened last year. And so this is probably my favorite warmer because from last year, only because it didn't break when I dropped it. But Megan and I absolutely had to have one of these. I think this may have been my most sold mini warmer from last year for Christmas, though. And honestly, we just posted pictures of it. We posted pictures of ours, random spots, and just talked about the product. The way to sell the majority of this product is talking about it and what you like about it. Let people form their own opinions about price, because at the end of the day, people are going to buy what they want. I'm that way. Most people are like that. I'd rather spend the money on quality than anything else. Kick off the Christmas was a warmer of the month last year. I do recommend, if the dice come back, to buy an extra set of dice, because the numbers are kind of weird. So I would highly recommend getting an extra set of dice if you do get that warmer, if anyone gets that warmer, just because the numbering on that is kind of different. I know there's certain numbers that you can't do on those dice. But it's a beautiful warmer. It is buffalo plaid. And it's a ceramic warmer, and it is another element, but I like it that it's we liked it because it's plaid. I mean, last year all of our ribbon was plaid underneath the tree, so it just kind of went perfectly with that. The other thing that we really liked about it is it's classic Christmas to us. I mean, it's beautiful. And if you've seen the Scentsy warmer from, I believe it was now like what, 7-8 years ago, the original snowman, and you compare it to this snowman, you can really see how far the company's come in design, and just the aesthetics of the warmers. It's night and day. So really just a nice warmer. My daughter loved changing the numbers and all. The Christmas camper, that has sold, I think our large warmer, that was one of the biggest sellers last year, because when you actually turn this warmer on, those windows, it does look like a camper that's sitting out on a lot. And there's like, I just imagine people in it. But one of the most sold warmers that we had last year, it's a metal warmer, absolutely beautiful. And all my friends who had campers, guess what? Almost every single one of them bought one of these warmers. I sent that to them. So it's knowing my customers and knowing what they do just outside of everyday life and paying attention to what they're posting and where they are on the weekends. So this is one of those things that I would send to them and really push that of like, you have a camper, so you probably like campers, and they thought it was cute to have the camper in their houses because that's where they spend most of their weekends. I will tell you, Mary Mosaic, when I was in at boot camp, I wasn't supposed to see Mary Mosaic, and I might have looked behind a wall, because sometimes that's what we need to do to get our Scentsy fix right, do things sometimes, ask for forgiveness later. And so I did, and I looked behind the wall and I saw this Mary Mosaic, and I told Megan, I absolutely have to have one of these when it comes out. Because again, I keep saying classic Christmas. Not everything's classic Christmas, but everything's Christmas in for the most part in here, and I have to have it. But Mary Mosaic is just beautiful. So it is that hand placed glass. I'm trying to think of the warmer. So if you go back and you think of what is the one that was from, it's kind of a combination. There was one that was from Valentine's. So it's basically little beaded glass, and it's a mosaic. But like the touch and the feel of it, like it's just textured. And then in person, it really pops and stands out, not only on but off. I like that factor of it, that it's a white warmer when it's off, and that green and that red still pop. And then when you turn it on, everything glows. But even off, this warmer is still a nice decorative piece. And it's not one of those warmers where I don't care for warmers that you have to have on for it to look beautiful. Like this warmer, to me, whether it's on or off, it still has that elegance to it. So, and to me, the price point also for hand placed glass, $60 to me isn't a bad price. Now, if you do have those who are worried about price points, one of my biggest tips for the holidays is parties and personal shopping links. This is when we do our most personal shopping links, because somebody may not want to pay $60 for a warmer or $50 for this camper. They may only want to pay 25 or 30. And that's really how you can push parties, is to buy their Christmas through you and through Scentsy, and then have these products. They can get their products that they really want for half off. So we did a ton of that last year, and it really worked. What is going on with this thing? I think it's just me tonight. Moving on to this next page, 3 things that stand out are the scents. This year's scents, the festive fragrances, the cranberry orange cider, the maple vanilla glaze, and the swirling snowflakes. So you're going to get that in wax pods. And you also have the scent circles, the 3D scent circles. And then you're going to have oils as well, holiday oil 3-pack. You'll have the Sweets for Santa, the Frosted Fir Balsam, and the First Snowfall. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm most excited about the Swirling Snowflakes, just because I love clean, fresh scents, and the peppermint and eucalyptus, to me, that's like Christmas. So I'm really excited about that fragrance the most. I'm actually really excited about that fragrance in pods, especially because vanilla mint isn't here. Now it's a different scent than vanilla mint, but to me it's still that same clean, fresh smell the vanilla mint put off, just without the vanilla. I know that may sound crazy, but one of the other things that I'm really excited about is the 3D scent circles. So I actually bought these last year and loved them. And I'm glad they brought these back. To me, they actually lasted. And if you've looked at the 3D scent circles before, they are double the size of a normal scent circle, and they lasted for so long. Like, I will personally be stocking up on the holiday 3D scent circles, because they just last so much longer than a normal scent circle. I found that they lasted just as long as what a car bar did in my truck. So that's what I'll be stocking up on. But yeah, you do have the 3-pack of the bars. The pods are $10 each. You can put those pods though into a 6-pack if you wanted to. And then they are showing you the wall fan with the swivel with the light below it. And the other thing on here is the beautiful Trim the Tree diffuser shade that matches that warmer that we saw at the beginning of the catalog. So last year we actually had a gold Christmas tree as a diffuser shade, and then the warmer, and we actually set those up next to each other in our little tree garden, and they look phenomenal. So if you have somebody who already has the actual base to the diffuser, they can just swap the shades out for $60, or if they want the entire thing, they can get it for $140. Again, if they think that the price is high, guess what? You can always push that party or that personal shopping link to them, or what we call a scent social, just having people over on a Sunday and smelling scents and placing orders. So too easy to start a party off of this brochure, this catalog, or this collection. The Sweets for Santa for the diffuser. I have a feeling that Megan's going to make me put a diffuser in our kitchen because she is an oil fanatic, especially in our bedrooms. But I already know her favorite one out of all of these is actually going to be that first snowfall, just because of it also has a eucalyptus in it, and she loves eucalyptus. So I think that the swirling snowflakes paired with that first snowfall is going to be absolutely amazing together, especially in rooms. The two scents should complement each other pretty nice. So moving on to cleaners. I don't know about y'all, but I love holiday cleaners. We actually pretty much year round use the holiday cleaners, and we don't even use like right now I'm using apples and cinnamon sticks, but we pretty much use the holiday cleaners year round because I find that they're stronger, not the fresh, but the actual cleaners. I just find that they're stronger. The holiday smells are just I don't know, I guess because I like Christmas too, but I'm excited about the eucalyptus and evergreen. I like the fact that we also have it in fresh too, and it's not just like a dish soap with a bathroom cleaner and a counter cleaner, or a counter cleaner and dish soap, or notice I'm saying dish soap a lot because you don't see it in dish soap this year. So instead we have individual products, which is awesome. And it's not just bundled. And we actually have the Scentsy Fresh there too. So Christmas time, again, in my living room is where I'm going to be using this because that's where our Christmas tree is, and spraying down our sofa. Our sofa is actually leather, but if you have a leather sofa or know anybody with a leather sofa, you know that even leather will take in and absorb smells. And so we love spraying everything down with the Fresh, but it's just going to provide that Christmas tree smell because I'm doing a fake tree for the first time in like 4 years or 5 years. And we're going to need all the Christmas tree smells we could possibly get in our house to make it smell real. But I'm really excited about the icicles and evergreen on that one. Bathroom cleaner, if you've never used it, y'all, absolutely banging. We use it in our kitchen as well. And then the counter clean is always awesome. My go-to though, out of all three of these products, is always the bathroom cleaner. If you know of anybody with a copper sink, it will clean a copper sink like no other. Only know one bougie person with a copper sink. So if you know bougie people with copper sinks, tell them to get on the bathroom cleaner. I promise you it will clean it and it will look brand new after they use the bathroom cleaner on it. The fragrance flower, I'm in love right now with cashmere and corduroy. But I am excited that we're getting all three scents in the fragrance flower: the cranberry orange cider, the maple vanilla glaze, and the swirling snowflakes. Again, swirling snowflakes is going to be probably my go-to, but we'll see when they come in. It is the dahlia flower, and this flower to me puts out more fragrance or holds more fragrance to it than the buttercup bell. Some people say otherwise, but I just think it's because it's a tight knit flower, and the petals are so small that it kind of stays together and it doesn't air out as quick. So, and I just find that the style of flower is actually more, it's, I guess because like I said, the petals are so small that it's just stronger for some reason. The buttercups to me don't put out as much scent as for a longer time because the larger petals can dry out, but personal opinion. The hand soap 3-pack, here's the thing, people right now, I promise you, if they get this hand pack or this 3-pack of soap, the newer bottles of the soap, they will be able to put this stuff back up. Even if they put it in their kitchen, they'll be able to, after Christmas, even if they bought it right now, they'll be able to put that hand soap back inside the cabinet and bring this stuff out next year. So when we upsize those bottles, it's been really nice. But y'all, this stuff lasts for so long. Like really long. I am still on, my daughter washes her hands before everything, and we're still on the same bottle from last catalog when we changed the style of the bottle. So it's definitely yeah, definitely worth it. So, and a lot of people with the soaps will say, man, that's a lot. It's $9 for this bottle. But if you go to any other box store that sells fragrances and they have soaps, their soaps are just as expensive, especially when you compare it to the ounces. When you look at ounce for ounce at a fragrance store, a box store, it's going to be the same. Now, if you're going to your Walmart, no, but you're looking at a premium fragrance soap that actually leaves your hands smelling like something that's good. The other two things are Winterberry apple tea soak is back, and then the hand cream, and then also the fluffy fleece. And if you haven't tried either one of these, they're amazing. Fluffy fleece has been sweeping everybody. It seems like across the board, just for the win in laundry. So I'm excited to see how my customers who love it in laundry are going to like it in a soak. So these are probably our best sellers during the holiday season. We push these hard for teacher gifts, for bus drivers, for cafeteria workers, for co-workers who need a white elephant gift. It's $12. And then like if you do combine it with the hand cream, you're looking at 21 bucks. And if you have somebody that needs a white elephant gift for 20 bucks, they'll probably just give you the extra dollar. But we normally put these in a cellophane bag, throw a little filler in it, tie a nice bow on it, and that's what we give them. And it really is soaks, and the hand cream set is normally that's one of our best small gift sets that we sell during this time. I guarantee you last year we sold at least 100 bags of soak went out of our doors just for teachers. But you have to market it that way. You actually have to tell people that this is what you can do if you can do that. If you have local people that they can deliver, that you can deliver to, or that they can pick up, or if you have customers that you can even directly ship this to. And if you show how simple it is to make this set or to give this gift, people are going to want it. People want simplicity during Christmas. And that's why it's one of the core values of the company. Over the top is great, but people want, especially like post-COVID, nobody wants anything complicated. They want the simplest of the simplest. And honestly, for a teacher gift, if you can provide them something that's around 20 bucks, they'll eat it up. The other thing is that travel twist. And if you haven't pushed our travel twist yet, y'all, you're doing yourself an injustice. We are slinging travel twist right now. They're going out the doors quick, and those fresh, clean scents are the ones that we're selling the most of, which is most of what we have right now. And that's why I'm excited about the swirling snowflakes, because it is just a clean scent. It's fresh. And I know right now one of my biggest sellers is actually, well, the two biggest sellers we have is Clean Breeze and Amazon Rain. So I know that scent is going to be right there with it when it comes out. And I'm going to push that to everybody that has actually bought the travel twist from us. So let's see. Oh, and then on the back, you actually have the Bitty Buddies. My dad is 50. Trying to think about how old he is. So he's like 50. I don't know. He's 55, 56. So he's 55. So my dad's 55. And like macho man, like 100% macho man. And he still, when my grandfather died, he got a Bitty Buddy, and he played with that Bitty Buddy. And it was just kind of like something for him to It was his stress ball. He would just sit there in a chair and squeeze it. So I actually recommend these people to people with anxiety and stress. It's not an anxiety or stress reliever. However, if I know somebody who has anxiety or is going through a stressful time, a lot of times we have some that were on clearance and we'll give them to them. We also um, sell a lot of these for animals, small animals, as chew toys. My golden doodle actually literally eats these up. She doesn't tear them up, but this is what her balls are. And we use Bitty Buddies and Buddy Clips. We take the clip part off of it, but yeah, she runs around with she has a penguin and she runs around with her penguin. And then actually for the Buddy Clips, she actually really likes Sebastian. And she has a Tweety, but the Bitty Buddies are phenomenal. They actually, to me, the scents in the Bitty Buddies, and even when we have the Buddy Clips, they smell better than what the actual scents smell. They have a different smell to them. It's normally a little bit fruitier and not as like pungent. Although last year's scent that was in the Bitty Buddies to me smelled like when we did Very Merry Cranberry, it actually smelled like berry skull to me. I didn't care for that one, but all the other ones have been absolutely amazing. And then you have Nordy the Gnome. So if you haven't seen Nordy, I'm going to stop sharing this. And then, hey, there's me again. So here is Nordy the Gnome. I absolutely love him. And what I really loved about this is that his little outfit was, fleece. It was a very classic gnome look that you could set on a mantle, that you could set on your sofa. And it wasn't in my house. I'm OCD and I like things to look perfect when people come over. For those who have been to my house, they know that. I think Miss Mary came one day and I actually apologized like 6 times because my house was a wreck. But I want everything to look perfect when people come over. But if I set this on the couch and Abby's playing with this, guess what? It doesn't look like some rag doll, that's like been through the ditch outside. It looks like Christmas decorations. So Manifest Dewdrops about reaching out. Let's see. I haven't looked at any of the chats, y'all. But so I absolutely love Nordy. It's one of my favorite buddies. I did want to show y'all too. Winterberry apple tea. Like I said, we literally throw this in a Mylar bag, not a Mylar bag, a cellophane bag, and throw. Sometimes we'll throw a scoop. You can get 3 for $1.50. Sometimes you can catch them on clearance. The scoopers 3 for $1 at Hobby Lobby. We'll throw a scooper in here and just put a bow on it, and bam. If you want to add the hand cream, they can add the hand cream to it for $9 more. But it's a really good value. And then what else did I bring out here? I have a chair of random stuff. Oh, I did want to show the Bitty Buddy as well and the size on it. And some of y'all have probably already seen this, but those people who haven't, it is not as big as a softball, but bigger than a baseball for sure. Or it might be around this. I would say that's about softball size. I don't know. It's kind of in between the two. But it's durable. It's memory foam inside of these. And like I said, if you don't want it for if somebody doesn't want it for their person, their animal, like my dog, like I said, she loves them. And what I love about having this for my dog is that once she slobbers all over it, and I know this sounds gross, it doesn't smell like slobber. It still smells like Very Merry Cranberry. And then even after we wash it, when we wash these, they come out looking brand new again. And the scent actually lasts for some, and I don't know how, but in this memory foam, the scent has actually lasted. We've washed one of these probably 7, 8, 9 times. And it's about time to retire that one and give her a new one. But if you smell it after you wash it, you can actually still smell the scent in it. So I think that that's pretty incredible. with this product. I know I literally just walked through this brochure with y'all to just kind of, and you can look through the brochure and see all the items that are in it. But I guess my big thing is and this was a while back, we did a training and it talked about reading everything, reading the actual text. And if you haven't done that yet, like I challenge you to go through and read all the text, because a lot of the questions that your customers are going to have are literally what I just told you about the product. And it's literally me reading partially from the text. A lot of this stuff that I've seen in person, there's some of it that I haven't. But I know that everything is in the text that we're providing to our customers. And if you're not buying these, you don't have to. But I really think for the quality of this this brochure that was made, I don't think, even if you print your own, I don't think you're going to be able to find a better value to showcase everything. And like I said, I normally do a rack card, but I'm not doing those rack cards this year because I think this is perfect. And they're super cheap. And they come in a pack of, I think it's 25 for like $3. But again, every single order that's going out of my door will have one of these in there. If you are mailing, then you may want to do a rack card. But you can always put this in an envelope and mail it as well. So I just think that they did a really good job with showcasing everything. There are a few items, like I said, that a few of the warmers, like the Night Divine, that I don't think the pictures on here do it justice, because you have to really look and then you can see Jerusalem in the background, but it doesn't showcase how it actually wraps around the warmer. And I think that is the beauty of that warmer. And when we got ours in last year, I was just in awe of it. I'm not a super religious person, but it reminded me of churches that I've seen in like Germany. If you've ever been into Europe, their churches are just phenomenal, to be honest. They're no church in America can touch any of the churches that are in Europe. And that's what it reminded me of, is going into some of those churches in Germany and seeing it was actually some of the Catholic churches, but seeing some of the sculptures that were inside of those churches, it kind of brought me back to that place. So it kind of resonated to me. And like I said, you couldn't really see everything. You can't see everything in this brochure. So definitely use the images that are found under the marketing tab on the workstation. The workstation is going to be your best friend. And then if you do end up buying one of these, make sure that you're taking pictures and showing people what you like. Not all the time is it going to be what you like and what you enjoy. But my customers and I tend to have the same taste, and the things that I'm going, or that I know that they have bought in the past, or the things that I really like, I'm going to send that to them. The trees 100% are a huge seller for us, and they have been the past few years. So I'm really going to post a lot about those on social media. I will say I did kind of a sneak peek the other day. And we are going to start posting from here and putting these in from here on out. But we still have a month of harvest to me. All of next month is really still harvest collection to me. So those posts will kind of be scattered in. But the collection does go live on October 1st. So the things that I think will sell out, I'll push those. Still pushing the harvest collection. And then really and truthfully, that last week of October is when I go hard on holiday. And every day I'm talking about the holiday collection. By then I have my stuff in hand, and I can actually show people I'm going live with the product, and really, really pushing that on stories and reels as well. So let me just see if anybody have any questions.
I've been trying to keep up with the questions in the chat. And there weren't really a lot of questions. There were just people commenting. Melanie asked how to do the flip catalog you're using, and I kind of gave her the link. I do mine on anyflip.com. and it's free. Um,
And that one's actually, if you Google, so if you just Google, I don't know who did this one, but if you Google it and you type any flip, that's how I got this one up, because I looked in the workstation, because we used to have a PDF one. I know we have the PDF for the harvest, but I didn't see it for the holiday. So I was like, oh crap, how am I gonna go through this? So then I decided to go to just type in any flip and or whatever I was on just now, and that's how I found it. So there's some
Yeah.
guru out there that's doing it for us, and so I'm just piggybacking off of them.
Yeah, and it is super easy. You can definitely grab one. My only caveat to that is they can, in their information, put their website. So if you're
Yeah.
sharing it with your customer, if you're using it for your personal reference, 100% good, but just double check that they haven't added their information if you're passing it on to your customers. Most I don't think do, but it is an option on there because it's free service. This was fantastic. Thank you so much. I heard today, so I have just a couple things. Thank you always, Alex. It's always amazing, like
Thank you.
legit. I heard today that 25% of people have already started their holiday shopping, and 25% of people will start in October. So that means by October, 50% of people will be doing their holiday shopping. So that is significant. So not only promote the holiday catalog, because like like Alex and I, we decorate early, but don't miss the opportunity to promote holiday gifts. Like, don't think it's too early because people are shopping. We were also having a conversation at the leadership level about, I think a lot of people are making assumptions that because of the state of the economy, that customers aren't buying. And we've had this conversation over and over, but I think it's worth repeating one more time. Don't make decisions on behalf of your customers of how they spend their money. Your customers are spending money and they're just choosing how they spend it. And if Hocus Pocus was any example, how many people were buying $85 warmers? It was a ridiculous number of people buying $85 US, much higher in other regions. So just don't make an assumption that your customers, let them it's your job to offer or share the products with them, and it's their job to decide if they want it. And there's never any pressure on them to buy, but that's their decision. Lastly, my only other, we have, next week, we're talking recruiting with Rachel. We also are starting our next book next week. So I want to share it with you. I know that there was a little miscommunication last week. We are reading You're a Badass Every Day by Jen Sincero. We are reading the blue book. Okay. She has a whole bunch of them. She has You're a Badass, it's yellow. She has one that's green. She has one that's purple. She has one that's blue. We are reading blue starting in October. Hannah told you all yellow. We talked about, since it was supposed to be blue and she said yellow, actually doing green, because yellow plus blue equals green, but we are doing the blue book. If you ordered the yellow one and you ordered it off Amazon, it's really a fantastic book. I would encourage you to keep it or send it back. It's free to return things to Amazon. But we are doing the blue book, You're a Badass Every Day. Okay. If you're in our book club group, it is posted. There are no chapters in this book, so the pages are posted. So if you're doing Audible, you need to find a friend who has the actual physical book and say, hey, about what page does that end on? Like, what's happening in the book at that section? Or you're just going to keep plowing through because it's a pretty quick read and listen. So that's what I got for you tonight. We've got lounge tomorrow night. Stay safe for all of our Florida friends. And then those headed up the East Coast, Georgia, South Carolina. I saw tonight that Hilton Head could take a second hit. I'm in Chicago right now, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. But so stay safe, everyone, and our thoughts and prayers are with you all. And again, thanks, Alex. Have a great night, everyone.